right, Canelo Alvarez and PBC part ways. Now, it's a lot of stuff going around. People talking about what Rick Glacier said and this, that, talking about he called it. I haven't looked into what he said or what's going on because honestly, it's no point. I can do this from right here. And most of the stuff can be summed up. Like I said, a lot of stuff can always be summed up with common sense and deductive reasoning. I said it seems like PBC is having the same problems that DAZN did. Everybody want to talk about the PBC is broke, they don't have enough money, blase split. Whether that is true or not, that is irrelevant to the fact when DAZN had all the money in the world to throw at Canelo. And even at the end of the day, they didn't want to pay him what he wanted to be paid for the opponents that he wanted to fight. And if you look at this situation, it's pretty much the same thing repeating itself again. And it's just like I said in my last video, Canelo entered these contracts with all this big money promised for him. He's like, yeah, I'll fight this guy. Yeah, I'll fight this guy. He know he's entered that contract, but at the end of the day, he know he can do what he want and really not have to keep that because he's the biggest thing that they have over there at their platform. You know what I'm saying? Same thing when he got over there to the zone. They wanted to bow down to Canelo and this is that and the third. Right after they seen Canelo was pimping him, they was like, man, we can't do that. Okay, PBC, it's the same thing. All people want is a David Benavidez fight. And all he want is to be paid for a fight that truthfully is not worth them paying that much to get the fight. And they're only paying that much eventually to lead to a David Benavidez fight. We all know this is about fighting David Benavidez. Everybody talks about, well, you know, David Benavidez turned down the deal or whatever. People are saying a lot of things. Once again, common sense and deductive reasoning. You mean to tell me that David Benavidez turned down a Canelo fight, which is the biggest payday that he'll ever see, possibly, well, it's pretty much sure, in his boxing career? Who turns that down? When, where, and how? So a lot of stuff I don't even need to look into. If you know the record and the reputation of the person that you're speaking about, a lot of investigation is not even fucking necessary. Once again, this goes back to fighting David Benavidez. I thought Canelo was here to give fans the biggest fights possible. Everybody knows any fight that he's talking about is not talking about David Benavidez is not bigger than David Benavidez. So if you're trying to make the bigger fights, you're going to fight a David Benavidez. We all know that. But like I said before, if he ain't trying to head to him right now while he's still green, then he ain't trying to fight him at all. And this is them trying to force Canelo to do something he don't want to do. Canelo's too big now and he doesn't have to do it. So he'll keep bouncing around and he'll keep doing this and he'll keep doing that because this is what y'all made him into. That's why I find it funny. But what I don't understand is the constant PBC attack, the constant PBC fanboy. Since when do we care about rank? Imagine me making a video about Top Rank every day. People like, man, what's wrong with you? Are you retarded? Imagine me making a video or talk about, yeah, them DAZN fanboys or them Top Rank fanboys. Don't that sound stupid? See, it's only because who's associated with PBC or who they think is associated with PBC. That's why PBC pretty much get talked about and bullied. And don't get me wrong, they deserve to get talked about because they have done a lot of dumb shit. But still nonetheless, to be riding this hard for people that you think are PBC fanboys or support a promotional company is dumb because, like I said, you sound retarded saying the opposite. You know what I'm saying? What about them Top Rank fanboys? I don't know no Top Rank fanboys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the DAZN fanboys. You know what I'm saying? Now, people talk about, oh, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? The PBC fanboys. Hey, man, if they like a promotional company, that's fine. But to keep throwing a promotional company in the mix where we're trying to see a fight is actually irrelevant and a waste of time. I don't give a damn about PBC. I just care about getting these fights made. But people care more about talking about PBC than actually getting a fight made that they want to see. Let me say that again. People are more concerned with talking about PBC than getting the fights that they want to see. And that's the real issue. I could give a damn about their financial state or with anything that's going on. What I care about as a fan, since ain't none of that money going in my pocket, am I going to get the fight I want to see? And the answer is no.